The stream is starting. And I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. They're starting to connect. No, the button's a hit. I mean, we're just making sure because this day's hit. I tell you what, they're going. Man,
you can't even drive a Prius. Thing don't make the mark go boom.
Who you think you are? Driving a Prius?
I hate Facebook.
More of that to come tonight.
Facebook and
Facebook? Who you booking the face for?
Facebooks can take a long walk off a short pier. That's just chaps in my tail, dude. Like
again and again and again. Every single time.
Can't win for lose, man.
Can't lose for winning. I don't know what's going on with you.
Well,
good Lord.
Good Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious.
Cheese and crackers. It's so wonderful.
Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Look at that. One of our streams is not working, and I don't care. 2AV. It's not working. Whatever. I don't know why, but it's not working.
Not even a little bit?
Nope. It's just saying nope. Not going to come up.
Wow.
Whatever. Not going to fight it tonight. Our stream came up.
I'm going to...
you just copy and paste it. It'll be
Well,
fine.
no, I'm going to do that too, but I mean, I'm going to...
Something's weird. Something's goofy. I mean, everything
it's
is set
Facebook,
over.
and I'm about fed up
Facebook's
with
about
it.
to burn. Facebook's about to burn you. They're going to burn you down. You're going to burn. Anyway, mic off.
Oh, well, that was worth turning on.
That was mic test. What do you want?
Yeah, sucker does not have it listed at all.
Towel.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at Lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Common sense, comedy, and freedom. You found the defenders of American exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
Huh.
I hate Facebook. I do.
That's really not a good way to open the show.
I don't care.
That's really not. I mean,
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I'm just saying.
The whole point. Look, the whole point of getting the website and everything was to get off of the teat that is Facebook, and I'm about done with it.
I know you are, man.
I'm about
I know.
to throw this crap out the window. At this point,
just what it is. It's what it is.
Well, it's just everything. It's Facebook is not my friend. If I ever see Mark Zuckerberg, I'm gonna throat punch him.
Throat punch him? That's probably not good.
Yeah. Yep, right in the throat. Just. And then when they ask what's for, and I'm being hauled away, I'm like, because
Facebook.
Because he's a douche. Anyway,
that is a really good way to start the show that we have tonight. I'll tell you what, man.
You know what? I am just setting the mood for what's to come, y'all.
Oh, so
it's going to be a good one, just because.
Welcome to the show.
You can tell by my demeanor.
Oh yeah, by the way,
the happiness that is me.
Everybody loves your hat.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
That is my hat.
By everybody, I mean Brad.
Because me and Brad, we know what to talk about.
And you guys go back a ways. Anyway,
yeah, no, it's this is setting the precedence for the whole show. It's not going to be. Frankly, Steven and I are a little peeved.
Just
about,
a hair.
Certain things has been going down. We're going to go into all that and everything. But first, yes, welcome to the show. Great things planned.
Yes.
Happy Saturday. Hope you all are having an awesome weekend. Thank you for hanging out with us. We truly, truly do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
That is true. True.
Before we get started, you find us at doaeshow.com.
Correct.
For the
YouTube.
moment, yeah, YouTube for sure. YouTube at DOAE Show. You can find us, again, for a little while longer. I may just can the whole thing, but currently we're still at facebook.com/DOAE Show.
Also, you can go to Periscope or Twitter, and at that case, it's at DOAE Show.
Indeed. We're all
Good
there.
times.
Drop us lines, like, share, follow everything.
And
one of the things I PO'd about Facebook, if y'all haven't figured it out yet, I've been blocked again.
So I had to share everything, which is amazing.
I don't understand it. I'm literally... I'm about to lose my mind.
Yes.
I'm about, because I don't, just to make things very clear, I don't share anything other than the show.
Right.
I don't make
almost
extra
ever.
posts. I do almost ever. It's literally the show, and it's fine. It's usually how it works, and it rolls, and it's cool, and everything's fine. And for some reason here lately,
not so much. Whatever. It's okay.
I don't care.
That's fine. It's fine. You know what? It's okay. You know, here's what we're gonna do. We need to get started with this segment.
We do.
So what I'm gonna do? I've got some mood music.
Oh, you're gonna set the mood?
I'm gonna set the mood.
Set the mood, because I gotta try this real
So
fast.
breathe a second. Going through.
Woosah.
And. How about that? I like that.
That actually booked me up a little bit.
See, that was okay, right?
A little bit.
All right.
Changed a little bit. Still just one of them things that's just, ay, Dios mío.
That's all right. There we go. So,
all right. What we're going to go into, something that it may take up the whole show.
It may.
Just so y'all are aware. So apparently... there have been some things going on. There's been some Bible verses being thrown about, being tossed about here, there, and everywhere.
It started with Jeff Sessions.
It did start with Jeff Sessions, and we have some audio we'll play of him in a moment. But yeah, apparently the whole thing comes from the immigration situation, because everybody is obviously whining and complaining about, you're separating people and
hold on
from their families at the border.
This happened 6 freaking years ago, guys. Catch up. This has been law for like forever in the political realm. Catch up. The original pictures and videos that were shared by your crap were the same pictures and videos that were taken 6 years ago and crushed. Get with the program. Back to you.
Okay, you good? We're clear. Okay, we're open. You're all right. Yeah. So it's funny, but yeah. So apparently, what it boils down to is apparently people are just losing their ever-loving minds. Oh, how dare you! You're separating these children from their parents at the border because their parents are crossing illegally, and because the kids make it for. And I still haven't quite figured out what the issue is. But if you come into the country illegally, then take your kids with you. Yeah. I'm sorry. I find it very simple and very easy. But apparently, there's this issue going around. And it started with Jeff Sessions, who decided that he wanted to start quoting a little bit of the Bible. And I think we got audio of that if you want to.
Is that this one here?
It should be.
That first one there?
No, because it's fading into.
It's fading into the thing. I don't think you got it, man.
No, I did.
No, you only showed me 2 of them.
That's it. Should be 2.
I only got 2. Well, this is the first one.
That's not the first one. Nope, wrong one.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. Anyway, it's the other one.
No, the other one only has what's his face.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's no.
Yep.
Anyway,
Jeff Sessions, basically what he did was he took Romans 13, and he decided he was going to say that use his job and his idea of Romans 13, which is basically, the Lord tells you to obey the rules of the land.
Yeah, basically, it's very similar to the whole, when in Rome, do as the Romans
when
kind
in Rome,
of thing.
as the Romans, all that jazz.
Yeah. And again, they've taken everything and mutated it into this giant thing of,
let me see. And so this is with Jim Acosta, right? This is Jim
that
Acosta.
One is Jim Acosta.
Yeah.
This is, all right, we'll play that. I'm going to get you what Sessions
you give
said.
me that.
Play Acosta real fast. This is Jim Acosta accosting Sarah Huckabee Sanders at a press release or some kind of
release
thingy, and him just being the douchebag that he is, and her wonderful responses. Hit the button. Let's roll.
On these children who are being separated from their families as they come across the border. The Attorney General earlier today said that somehow there's a justification for this in the Bible. Where does it say in the Bible that it's moral to take children away from their mothers?
I'm not aware of the Attorney General's comments or what he would be referencing. I can say that it is very biblical to enforce the law. That is actually repeated a number of times throughout the Bible. However, this hold on, Jim, if you'll let me finish. Again, I'm not going to comment on the attorney's specific comments that I haven't seen. That's not what I said, and I know it's hard for you to understand. Even short sentences, I guess, but please don't
sorry.
Take my words out of context. But the separation of illegal alien families is the product of the same legal loopholes that Democrats refuse to close. And these laws are the same that have been on the books for over a decade. And the president is simply enforcing them.
Policy to take children away from their parents.
It's a moral policy to follow and enforce the law.
What's that?
It's on the desktop now.
Oh, it is on the desktop now?
Yeah, if you want to try and pull it while I do this.
Okay.
I'm going to read the thing for old Sessions, though. So basically, the funny, and I picked that one partly because of the fact that, it makes me giggle that she's just, the snarky, you kind of love her and you hate her all at the same time. It's
all at the same time.
All at the same time. It's just so much fun with her. But the fact of the matter is that you're going to turn around and these people are going to throw around the Bible and throw around quotes from Scripture when I guarantee you that half of these people have never read the Bible, and if they have, they damn sure don't apply it.
Of course not. No. Why would they ever? No. Huh?
I know. And then as clearly, to demonstrate even here in the questioning is they're taking things out of context, they're twisting things around, and all just in the name of trying to further an agenda, which I don't think you could be any lower of an individual. When religion as a whole, and that goes for any religion, it doesn't matter what kind, when you can take any religion and only use it in a way to try and further whatever crap you're trying to,
whatever political standard you have,
exactly,
you're doing it wrong.
You are very much doing it wrong, and you're not just like doing it wrong on the level of, oh well, I'm just not getting it right, it's hard. No, you're just
really just doing it wrong.
You're a douche. And
so here's Jeff Sessions doing just that.
I thought I'd take a little bit of digression here to discuss some concerns raised by our church friends about separation of families. Many of the criticisms raised in recent days are not fair, not logical, and some are contrary to plain law. First, illegal entry into the United States is a crime. It should be, it must be, if you're going to have a legal system and have any limits whatsoever. Persons who violate the law of our nation are subject to prosecution. If you violate the law, you subject yourself to prosecution. And I would cite you to the Apostle Paul and his clear and wise command in Romans 13 to obey the laws of the government, because God has ordained the government for his purposes. Orderly and lawful processes are good in themselves. Consistent, fair application of law is in itself a good and moral thing, and that protects the weak. It protects the lawful.
I don't.
So, technically,
Okay.
technically he's right.
Yes.
Okay?
Technically.
He's absolutely right. Romans 13 does say
exactly that.
to follow the laws of the land that you live in, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, it does.
The problem with this is that
Wait. There's a problem. I'm sorry.
there is a problem. There's a giant problem. Problem. Oh, well, there's a myriad of problems, but the problem I'm going to poke at right this moment.
Because there's more. We'll get to that next.
Yeah, that's next. We got so much we can dive into this. But
We
the
have
big
so many
problem
more
right
things.
here on the surface is the fact of the matter is that what he just did is basically set a precedent that everything going forward from this moment on, no matter what administration is in, no matter what style of politics is going down, whether it's we stay a republic, a conservative, or not a
Whatever
conservative.
happens.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We can move communist, we move socialist, we move insert type of government here. Doesn't matter. Good,
Use
bad,
this reference.
Yeah, good, bad, or the otherwise. He has now set a precedent that now, by the way, we're going to use the Bible as a tout to be able to. You have to follow the rules, and they're absolutely right, and they're given by God. This is kind of along the same lines of the whole Pope thing,
Or the king thing.
Yeah, exactly. And he has no idea the poo that he just stepped in.
Right. Because he's literally, actually, he's not even stepping in it. He's spewing it out himself.
Well, yeah, and he's stepping in it, so it's kind of weird. It's like
It's weird. It's like he's in a
Out.
tub of his own poo
And just
that he's
walking in
spewing
circles.
out of his mouth. He's spewing it out of his mouth and then just walking around in it as it fills.
yeah,
It's really bad.
yeah. That's a little weird. It's a little weird.
You're right, John. We would still be under English rule if we followed Sessions.
I know it's.
Isn't
I
that
was gonna
crazy?
say it's. I will almost bet appendages of my body that. Good, like that is a good point. Going back to the 1700s and the colonials and
Right.
everything else, I will bet there were people in England who said the exact same thing.
See, the funny thing is when he's talking about that, he's talking about follow the rules that are within this guideline. And this guideline is, very simply, does it follow God's rules?
Exactly.
Does it follow the laws of God? If it follows the laws of God, follow the rules to the best of your ability. Become a good citizen. Be a good citizen.
Yeah.
If it doesn't interfere with God's law, follow those rules.
Exactly.
If it forces you to interfere with God's law, then obviously the rule, that man's rule, is bad, and thus you shouldn't follow it.
Exactly. But
That's beside the point. We're getting off track
Well, I
here
was going to
because we
say,
went to
just
Sessions.
real fast on that, that takes a level of something called, what's the word? Discernment.
Oh yeah,
And judgment. And
Wait.
and a logical, way of deciding, what's right and what's wrong based off of the facts in front of you. Mm-hmm. We're at a point now in the world right now where there is no such thing. There is no such thing as real truth, as solid truth. Everything is fluid. Everything is
there is no truth except for my truth.
Exactly. It
And
all
is my
depends
truth
on
real truth?
Exactly. It depends on who you are and what you think and your experiences. It can't be, that the sky is blue and water is wet and I have stinky boot feet. No, it can't be that. It has to be, no, it's not really wet per se. It's more of damp. And it can't be the sky is blue. It's more of a magenta because shut up. Shut up. We don't have. Are you okay?
Oh,
we don't have anything solid anymore, and because we can't even agree on common things, what I used to say was common, we cannot sit here and head in that logical, discerning direction.
Now
we can't.
We have a lot more that we want to get into on this. Very specifically, we have a couple things from MSNBS, and we want to get more into they try to take apart and go through Jeff Sessions' thing and pull it apart piece by piece, basically. And in doing so, they really just show how much of a fool they are. in general. So we're going to do that. We're going to take a break. We're going to actually come back with that. And then after we do that, we're going to go to an article that does it the right way.
Yes.
And by right way, I mean they actually look at the context, the value, and the understanding of what Jeff Sessions was looking at, and they give the argument of why he's wrong.
Yes, because he is wrong.
Yes.
And I,
he is wrong, but so is MSNBS.
They're all wrong. Everybody's wrong.
And Jim Acosta.
And
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Whatever that guy's name is.
That's whoever he is. It's so much to unpack on this. Like I said, guys, do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss a minute of it. Defenders of American Exceptional will be right back. Stay tuned.
According to a 2017 Gallup poll, 85% of Americans hate their jobs. 85%. And most of those people will continue to hate their jobs over something as simple as updating and formatting their resume. Let Nicole's resume renewal service help you gain a leg up in an already competitive job market. Please go to www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service and relieve yourself of the worry of an outdated resume. Use the promo code DEFENDERS and receive $10 off your order of a resume cover letter package. That's www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service. Don't be part of that 85%. Log on today at www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service and use the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-352-4158. That's 1-800-352-4158.
And welcome back, everybody. Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Don't hit the mic, man.
What do you want?
Don't hit the mic.
I didn't hit the mic.
You did. I heard it go.
I hit the cable. I didn't hit the mic.
We got to have more bumpers or more buffers on the thing.
Yeah, I know we do.
Oh, anyway, guys, go to DOAShow.com. Check it out.
Check out all the articles there.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
All the wonderful things that are going on. And when you do, go over to the side panel. There is a little donate button. And in the donate button, we actually give you stuff. There are multiple levels. Each level gives you a little bit something different. And they've got little funny names, which is always fun. Go there. If you like the show, donate.
He's just really proud of the names he picked.
Hey, you know what?
He's very proud of those names.
I'm sorry. It was good.
It works out.
It was fun times.
Like I said, everything good to get you set up as it comes down the line. A lot of good things in the future. And we want y'all to be a part of it. So we need you there. Go to currently on the social medias, Facebook and Twitter at DOAE Show.
Yes.
YouTube at DOAE Show.
Yes.
Which I think I'm about to, like I said,
He's about to burn it.
I'm about to get rid of.
He's going to burn it down.
I'm about to get rid of Facebook, I think. I think I'm about to take us off Facebook.
Really?
I'm
completely?
I'm severely considering it, yes.
Oh, maybe we're going to go to Vimeo. That'd be pretty cool.
At this point, he's got to be a whole lot better than the crap we're dealing with now.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
I'm tired of being blocked for...
He keeps on getting blocked for no reason. Anyway,
for literally no reason.
We got to get back to this.
You know what? My show, and I'll do what I want.
We got to get back to this.
We do.
So
apparently...
MSNBS
Yeah.
And,
again, to go back to real brief thing, just in case you're just now coming in for some reason, which if you are, why? Shame on you.
Why weren't you here in the beginning? What is wrong with you?
Make sure you catch the replay later on.
Just come back and listen.
But yeah, so apparently the left and media, the mainstream media as a whole, suddenly finds God when it suits them.
It's really interesting. They finally cracked open a Bible.
Yeah.
And this is what Ali Vershammer.
I'm sorry, who?
Ali Vershammer.
Nailed it. That was awesome.
And he has a doctorate.
Oh, good.
In religion.
Oh, good.
Not in any specific religion, just a doctorate in religion.
Oh.
Or sorry, not a doctorate, a bachelor's.
Oh, well.
I
got excited for a moment.
He has a 2-year degree in religion.
Oh, good for him.
So let's see what he has to say, huh?
Oh, let's do.
How about it?
We actually did dig through the Bible to find passages that lent themselves to the current border practice of separating migrant children from their parents. And I want to begin with Matthew chapter 19, verse 14. But Jesus said, "Suffer little children and forbid them not to come unto me."
Wait, hold on. All right, well, let me
For
finish
of such is the kingdom of heaven.
Okay, stop right there.
So 19, verse 14.
Does say, but Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for such is the kingdom of heaven." He did say that.
But let's put it in context.
Mm-hmm. You mean there's more?
One verse before. Then children were brought to him that he may lay his hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked the people.
Yes.
But Jesus said.
Yes. It's a little bit different.
Wait.
What does the even if you took it, forget even the context side of it, just take that verse. But Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, do not forbid them, for such is the kingdom of heaven."
This has nothing to do with immigration.
I was going to say, what does that have to do with their original argument, which is, oh, you're separating children from their parents?
Nothing.
Shut up.
In essence, this is separating children from their parents to take them to Christ.
Yeah, which I thought would be a good thing.
Which is a good thing.
And not for nothing, just, again, these are also the same people. This is, the same group of people who swear up and down that America is this horrible place.
It is this horrible place for them.
So if it's this horrible place, how are you literally saying that Jesus saying, "Suffer little children, come to me, for such is the kingdom of heaven," implying that America is Jesus?
I don't know, dude.
Am I the only one that caught that?
I mean, I caught it.
Apparently he didn't. I think we should continue. There's so much more.
All right, let's see what else he brings up.
Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 3.
You got that, Jeremiah 22, verse 3?
I'm moving there.
He's going there.
Saith the Lord, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoiled out of the hand of the oppressor, and do no wrong, do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, nor the widow, neither shed innocent blood in his place.
Okay. It does say that.
Absolutely.
It does say that. But let me ask you a question, because where he really wants to pull this from is where it says, "Do no violence to the stranger."
Yes.
Do you know the context of the word stranger in this term?
Sure, we're going to find out.
In this
idea.
So take it from the ESV, because it actually brings it out of context.
That's exactly where I got it right here in the ESV.
Right.
It is the word instead. The actual verse is read as such. "Thus says the Lord, do justice and righteousness, and deliver from the hand of the oppressor him who has been robbed. Do no wrong or violence to the resident alien."
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
The resident alien.
Is that like saying legal?
Oh,
immigrant?
It would be. Let me finish the verse just so that way nobody can say, "Oh, well, we cherry-picked."
All right.
"The resident alien, the fatherless, the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place." Boom, done, period.
Okay.
So now we can go back. Yes, resident alien translates into somebody who is legally living in the country.
Yes.
So that means if you come into this country, if an immigrant has come to the country illegally,
right,
or excuse me, legally, under the right terms, the right ways, they're allowed to be living there.
Yes.
then you're not to harm them. You're not to hurt them or treat them in any bad way.
Right. And the whole point of this, okay, so if you get the context, if you get the idea, when they talk about strangers in this context from Jeremiah, what they're talking about is exactly what he just said. And what that means is from back then, so when they were talking about strangers, there were people that were immigrants that came to the local leadership and said, I want to be with your people.
Yep.
I want to be a part of your people.
Yes.
How can I do that? Teach me. Let me stay here. Let me be a part of your people.
It's one of the reasons why Israel, next to America, is one of the most diverse places in the world.
Right.
With all the different religions and everything else. They all live together in well, I would say harmony, but it's not quite harmony. But they all live together and everything kind of has their own bit. Because they've allowed people to legally come in and live there.
Right. It's all about the legal aspect. It's all about the aspect of understanding these aren't people just sneaking in.
Yes.
They're not people that are trying to steal and kill and destroy like MS-13.
No, well.
These are people that are trying to do things the right way. Those people do no violence to.
Yeah, it again, context matters. And unfortunately, these guys, just like everything else, they want to manipulate and twist it all to fit and pursue or to push forward the agenda that they have, and that's it.
That's the problem. So he doesn't actually even put in any sort of fitting or context.
Nope.
All he is doing is reading these scriptures like, I have a degree in morality.
I was getting ready to just say.
I'm just going to pull these verses like I know what I'm talking about because I've never actually cracked open a Bible. At least I haven't in the past 20 years since I got out of college.
Yep, that's it. Well, what it is he's got a 5-minute spot.
Yeah.
Where he gets to unload everything he's going to unload.
Yeah.
So all he's coming at it with, and anybody who sees this is going to go, college educated in religion. Boom. That's it. That's all they need to know. So he must know something about something. And he does it in 5 minutes. Nobody that's watching this has any real
concept.
issue. Yeah, they're not going to go back and verify and check this stuff. They're going to hear it and go, well, you know what? If a professor says it and he's got verses out of the Bible that quotes it, well, it must be real on top of another way that, Christianity is contradictory.
Exactly. So we're going to keep on going with this. Let's see what else does he play out here.
All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 26, verse 42. For I was hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Not finished yet. Let's go to...
Hold on. You're going to hold on there, buddy.
Yeah.
So he says 26. It's actually 25.
I was going to say.
Which is really funny.
I thought he was a professor. Just saying.
I mean, is that just a misquote on him? Was he reading the cue cards wrong? But yes, that is exactly what this says. And okay, so here's the thing. This is actually, it's a parable of the final judgment.
Yes.
It's Jesus talking about the final judgment, what happens to you and your soul at the time of the final judgment.
Yep.
The judgment, well, actually not even the final judgment. The judgment between the righteous and the unrighteous. So not even the final judgment, the first judgment.
Yeah, this would technically, I guess you would classify this under the rapture, I guess.
This would be this would be considered, when you die. This is the separation.
Oh yeah. The do you go to heaven or do you go to hell?
Yeah, do you go to heaven? Do you go to hell? This is the separation between, and then after that, there's another great white throne judgment. That's a whole nother. So we're not going to go into that. But what this is going through is, if you actually read through the context of everything that's happening, it says that God will divide the righteous from the unrighteous, the sheep from the goats, and he will turn to the right-hand side where the sheep are, and he goes through this entire phrasing with them saying, you did this.
Yep.
This is what you did. And it is wonderful. You are righteous because of it. And they will say, well, I did not do that to you. And he will say, yes, you did.
Yes.
Because you did it to the least among.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
You did it to the least among.
Two
That's
verses
because
back.
of that.
Two verses
You did it
back.
to the least among, and because of that, you are righteous.
Yep.
And then he will turn to the other side and he will repeat it in the negative. And when he repeats it into the negative is, you are unrighteous because of these things. This is talking about a judgment to your soul. It is not talking about a government.
Yeah.
It is talking about an individual and how they treat other people, how they act as individuals, not as a government. And they, meaning this guy, don't understand that a government is not one person. They think that everything in the government all falls back on one guy, which it doesn't. It's even Jeff Sessions.
Yeah, he should know better than that.
I mean,
but again,
what are you doing?
Again, it's trying to play politics. It's pull out any bit of a way to get a leg up. The problem with this is, and here's the thing that a lot of people don't take a moment to think about.
Yeah.
The moment that you do that little underhanded thing, that little twist, i.e. like Jeff Sessions did, what you've now done is set the precedent for the future.
Yes.
And it's going to continue. They're going to turn around now and go, oh, it's okay. We're going to dig it this way. We're going to twist it this way. Instead of allowing your principles to stand and let that be the guide.
Right.
No, we have to sway it a little bit. We have to twist it. We have to put it in a cute little box and package it a certain way. We have to present it in this kind of a fashion in order to convince people. I'm sorry, but if what you believe, and let's take it as something simple. If a principle you have, let's say, don't lie, just very simple, or don't steal, period, boom, that's it. If that is not strong enough, and you do not have enough faith in that in it yourself to stand behind, then what are you doing? Period. You're wasting your time and everyone else's time. It's obviously not that important to you. It should have enough strength to be able to handle it on its own, and if it doesn't, then maybe you need to evaluate and think about what it is that you have all your weight behind. Just my thought.
Right.
Right.
But
what do I know? I'm not college educated, and I'm not.
I have no degree.
I have no degree in religion like this dude who's on TV. So I guess we're going to need to continue.
Okay, so we're going to continue.
Isaiah chapter 10. Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And I'm not done yet. Let's go to Matthew.
No.
Hold on, buddy.
He be done?
Hold on, buddy.
Please, can he be done?
Keep your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. We are not there yet. Okay, so
you taking this one?
I got this.
Okay.
I got this. This is in Isaiah, obviously, Isaiah 10. Well, we have to back up Isaiah 10. So we go back. We go back to Isaiah 9, and in Isaiah 9, this is actually where this is one of the things that people hate about the Bible is that they break in chapters, but the chapters don't actually meld. It's not like an end of something and then there's a beginning. This is actually 10 is an extension of 9. The beginning of 10 is an extension of what happens in 9.
It's just a pause is all it is.
It's literally just a
it's a moment for him to catch his breath. That's all it is.
So it goes. So you start at 9:8, and it's what they titled this section as is the judgment on arrogance and oppression.
Wait a minute. So he is quoting
the judgment on arrogance and oppression,
and this is coming from
Isaiah.
Oh, but I was gonna say, but this is actually being touted by a guy who has a bachelor's in religion,
not in the Bible,
or not in evangelical religion or Christianity, but in religion as a whole. Trying to use it as a weapon to make people basically
doing exactly what he accused Jeff Sessions of doing.
Yeah, thank you. That's
taking his words and using them as weapons. And
exactly.
So in this entire segment, that we didn't take the full thing of, he actually has a Jesuit priest come out, and the Jesuit priest talks about, and I feel bad for the guy because literally what he does is he says, taking these things out of context and using them as weapons politically is not what the Bible is meant to be. And that's correct, except for the fact that you're on MSNBS and they're using your words to attack somebody politically.
Exactly.
which sucks for you, dude. And it sucks for how they're doing it. So
but hey, just real fast. At least he stood his ground. He at least said the truth about it. He's the only person on there that was telling the truth.
Yeah, he's the only guy that was telling the truth on it. But literally, so what he's talking about, he goes through, and this is a condemnation on Israel. David's long gone. This is new kings and new everything else. And it's like, basically, it's how dare you sit on the throne of David?
Yeah.
And make these false proclamations and hurt the people of God the way that you have done. I mean, these guys, it is... I'm not going to go through the entire backstory.
Yeah,
look, read it for yourself. It's there. Go to the context.
Do your own
research. Do your own homework. This guy is literally just twisting the words, bending it, manipulating this crap.
Yep.
And he's got one more thing up his sleeve, and it goes back to a verse that we've already surpassed and we've already passed. So we're going to go there, and we're going to see how he uses that in just a sec.
Chapter 25 again, this time verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Yeah,
that's just a small sentence.
Again, that was going back to what he said before. That was in case you didn't catch, that was Matthew 25, verse 40. And again, that was the parable referring to, ultimately the end times. And the king answered him and said, Truly I say to you, as you did it to to one of the least of these, so
will be done unto you. Yeah,
exactly. And then that's when the next verse goes into, and then he said to those that are on the left, the ones who were accursed, depart from me, you accursed, into eternal fire, prepare for the devil and his angels. I was hungry, you didn't give me food, blah, 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 blah. We went down this road.
Yeah, talked about this. He literally just did it in reverse.
Yep.
He did it in reverse, and he didn't even use the concept and the context of what was going on. All he did was read a Bible verse and say, this is why Jeff Sessions is wrong.
Yeah, and again, all this is this has to do with, if you want to be technical, everything that he just kind of threw out there,
None of it applies.
No, well, not only does it not apply, none of them are actually connected.
Except for the Matthew 25 verses 40 to 43, where he took those out of context and separated them and tried to use them in multiple areas.
You know what he
did,
those
are
though?
Actually connected.
What he could have done if he was actually smart, if he actually took that degree of his and then applied it, what you would find out is what this is actually an argument, not even on a level of getting saved and being a Christian, which it is.
Yes.
But you could turn around and use this as a way of doing what every human being on this planet, whether you're Muslim or Christian or atheist or whatever, this is a plea on a level of being, respectful.
Yeah.
Treating someone else how you want to be treated. Because in the end, it's going to come back. You're going to pay for what you've done one way or another. At least that's how some people believe. And some people don't. And if you don't believe it and it comes out to be true, hey.
Revenge is the Lord's.
Vengeance is mine, say the Lord. Exactly. But this is what I'm saying. And if everybody, and I believe this, I wish I could pull a study off and prove this, that if everybody was just treated other people with respect, forget the differences.
Forget all the PC crap.
Yes. Have respect. Well, I believe this, you believe this. Where do we mesh up? How do we make things work around that? I do me, you do you, and otherwise we respect one another. If we can have that back, the world will be a completely different place.
You mean like leave each other alone unless you're evangelizing?
That weird.
I know, it's crazy.
Weird.
All right, we got to take a break.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is flying by too fast. This is what happens. This is what happens.
This is crazy. It's going by way too fast.
This is what happens when y'all come to church, y'all.
Yeah.
Since none of y'all will probably be in church tomorrow. Ooh.
Take me to church.
I hate that song.
I know you do.
I hate that song. Guys, don't go anywhere. There's still much more to come. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-368-9108. That's 800-368-9108. Again, 800-368-9108.
Sorry. Trying to do stuff all at one time, man. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I swear that's felt too short.
It's been short, man.
So much going on.
Yeah.
So much going on.
We really need to start thinking about that second hour.
Yeah, but I don't want to say that out loud.
We need to start thinking about it.
I mean, it's like
start thinking about it. That's all I'm going.
I thought about it.
And, think about it.
And
it's got to be somewhere.
No, because last thing I need is Lance to be pushing some other kind of hashtag or something again. And
hashtag Dylan too late.
Hashtag we're tired of waiting. I don't know. It'll be something. It'll be something like
so
that.
let's burn this out. All right. So now we've burned through MSNBS. We've burned through Jim Acosta, who's also Will Ferrell. We've burned through.
Well, no, hold on. He's not Will. All I'm going to say is
they're never in the same room.
They are never been seen in the same room together.
I think who brought that up first?
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh. Okay. We give him the credit for that. All right. So here is how you take apart Jeff Sessions and his incorrect use of the policies. And it comes from The Blaze, and it's a commentary written by Chris Inlow. It says, why Sessions uses the Bible to defend admin's abhorrent policy couldn't be more wrong.
Nope. But how wrong? Can you tell me how wrong?
Let's start here.
Let's start there. It's deep.
It's really, really deep. Let's start at the beginning. No, actually, I'm going to start right here. So, what does Romans 13 really mean?
Well, again, what normal people would say is that, you have to kind of follow the rules of wherever you're at.
Okay, so these verses actually say, let everyone be subject to the government authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. See, Paul is a zealot, Jewish Pharisee turned Jesus follower.
Yes. In case y'all were aware,
he was also the guy who wrote Romans.
I was gonna say he
also the author of Romans.
Those of you that are not privy to the whole biblical side of things, Paul started out as kind of a douchebag. Like he literally was killing Christians. He was hunting them down. He made a game of it,
and everybody was fine with that.
The government was actually behind it, and he was literally
very cool with
leading the charge.
They were cool with him doing that.
He was the Cecile Richards of the day.
Of the
Christian
societies.
Yes,
Christian
he was, except for she does babies and he did everybody.
Right. And so when Paul was Saul, he did a lot of good stuff. Then he became a lot of bad stuff, I should say. Now, after he became Paul, he had a lot of run-ins with the Roman government.
Yeah, he did. Well,
I mean, a lot.
When you spend virtually your entire first part of your career, helping to take care of a situation and being kind of a go-to guy for all this stuff, and you suddenly stop, eyebrows kind of get raised. People kind of call things into question.
So, and this is still reading in the article. See, to understand what Paul meant by his writings in Romans 13, you must first understand the political context of the letter. Yep. See, Jews and new followers of Jesus, known as Christians, were facing intense persecution throughout the Roman world. However, there was also tension between Jewish followers of Jesus and Gentiles who became Christian. In the context of the letter, Jewish followers of Jesus who lived in Rome were just returning from a lengthy exile, about 5 years, at the hands of the Emperor Claudius. And when the Jewish followers finally returned, they found that the church had become very not so Jewish.
Yes, and they were kind of, I don't know, perplexed. They were confused. They're like, wait a second, this is not, this is not how we left things. And they in all fairness, they probably were not aware. They just kind of assumed that, oh, look, all these Romans are here, and they've kind of tainted things or corrupted things or whatever. And
so in this context and in the idea of what's going on, what he's actually talking about is, so the Jewish traditions have no longer been put in place.
Yeah.
They're no longer used. Circumcision, the keeping of the Sabbath, those things. Sacrificing certain foods that you weren't supposed to eat. All of those things were kind of out of the way in these churches because the Gentiles had a different following and a different belief. And if the Gentiles had never been given the chance to follow Christ, none of us would be either. So, yay!
Because, guess what? Anybody who's not a Jew counts as a Gentile. Folks.
Yeah, that's us.
Just
that's
so you know.
Everybody who's not a Jew, you're a Gentile. Love it.
Yes. Obviously, it caused things to be divided because you did have the traditionalists were like, okay, fine, we believe in Jesus, but we're not 100% sure that he is really the Messiah. They're not even 100% sure that he died and came back. Even down to some levels of just agreeing on the little things,
right?
It just because being kind to your neighbor, does it apply on both sides? It really became a bickering thing over the slightest little things, which sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just bickering over the smallest details. Anyway, so you go through all that. He goes through a lot more of that, and he also goes through some more of the context of Matthew 25 as well. One of the arguments that was Ali Rasha.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Ali Rasha.
Yep, nailed it.
That guy went through without going through. Goes through that a little bit more, and he also talks about so why is the context critical?
Well, one, just I'm going to pause it on, and this is an article out of the Blaze again. This is actually one of the topic. This is the little heading he put on here, and I'm going to argue that is probably the single stupidest question on the planet.
Well, you have to ask it though.
No, I know you have to. But that's the part that bothers me is we're at a point in America and in society as a whole that we actually have to ask why is this context so critical. Context is always critical.
Yes, all context is critical.
At all times. That's a quote. You can put that on a T-shirt and sell it, and I just want $5.
All context is critical at all times. So, it's simple. Because in world history and in American history, Romans 13 has been used to justify very abhorrent acts, such as slavery. Pretty much in world history. And it's still going on.
Yep. It's kind of what I just said, or we said at the beginning of this whole thing, when the Pilgrims and the Colonials were leaving England. I guarantee you there were people in England who quoted Romans 13 to use it to justify everything that they want to do. Everybody thinks that, oh, well, if you're really truly a Christian, then you're going to follow what the government says no matter what, and this is that.
This and that and this and that. No.
Nothing. Okay, I can't say nothing because that's not true.
Most.
Abortion and that's probably my biggest pet peeve.
He's got a big pet peeves.
But my second one is when you're going to turn around and again, this is not just in Christianity because I are one. This is literally against any religion. If you're going to take something and manipulate it to try and convince unsuspecting people, albeit people who should be doing their own homework anyway, but I digress. You're going to turn around and twist things and manipulate things just so you could turn around and further your agenda. I'm sorry, I have no business for you. This is why people hate politics. This is why people hate the system and find it to be so corrupt, because no one can actually say, I'm going to, keep things in context. I'm going to present it as is. And if you don't like it, then I either didn't present it well enough or y'all just don't like it. And hopefully we can survive to, that your way works.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No, we don't do that. And you know what else we don't do?
Oh, God.
We don't do this, CNN. It is Father's Day, and so CNN decided to do
Well, tomorrow's Father's Day.
Tomorrow's Father's Day.
And
they did this.
We just ruined Father's Day for you. Anybody
he
who's
gave
watching,
birth. He breastfed. Now he wants his son to see him as a man.
I really am having a hard time figuring out what to say and how to say to this. He did not give birth. He did not breastfeed. And he will never be a man.
That's true. All of those things are true because it's not he, it's she.
It was a she. Just because you change the bottle doesn't mean it's not Coke inside, or
just because you put Coke in a Pepsi can doesn't mean it's not Coke.
Yeah, there's that too. You could pee in a bottle, but I still wouldn't drink it. It's that
right.
There's a concept, another way to look at it too. It doesn't change anything. Just because you pee into a bottle doesn't mean it's. I mean, if you're troughed in a desert or something. But,
right.
But yeah, so thank you. We've just ruined Father's Day for you.
And everybody else because I saw it, and so everybody else has to see it.
Yes, and so
you're
now
welcome.
It's something you can't unsee. And
everybody, you're welcome.
And if you're only listening to this, via the
go back
podcast
to the video.
or the radio show,
be lucky. You can go back to the video, or you can have your eyesight.
Yes, again, because I will warn you, you cannot unsee it. It is a sight to behold.
It's a shirtless, hairy person.
No, you can't describe it. You got to leave the fun for.
It's just you got
to leave it open. It's
just go and see it.
It's like
it'll be there.
It's like getting the prize out of the bottom of a Cracker Jack box, man. You never know what it is. You got to wait till you get to it. You got to dig in and.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Is that what we're doing now? We're doing voices now?
Yes. You want to know what? It's Father's Day tomorrow. That'll be great. It'll be good times.
I was getting ready to do, what's his name? Old Man Herman or whatever from Family Guy.
Do it.
Can't remember how to do it now.
Can't do it now. See, you can't do it on the spot.
Someone likes a box of chocolates. This is going to be a good day. You remember him?
Yeah, that's just
old
not.
Man. What is his name?
I just don't like him.
I know.
I can't do
Nobody
it.
does.
Nobody likes
That's how you end Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody, with a creepy old guy with a whistly voice.
That's what makes it
hard.
And
a picture of a woman looking like a man.
Wanting to be a man.
Wanting to be a man with a shaved head.
Man wants to be a woman or a man.
I don't know.
Guys, DOAshow.com, where you find everything that we got. All of our archives, everything's up there. DOA Show at Twitter. And on Facebook.
Yes.
For a little while anyway. YouTube, everywhere else.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You could be doing anything on a Saturday, but you're hanging out with us, and God knows we need somebody to vent to.
Thanks for being that outlet.
Thank you for being there for us. You're our therapy. Guys, we will see y'all on Wednesday, 9 p.m. I will still be blocked from Facebook, so please share this.
Like, share,
everywhere.
Pass it around. Tell everybody you know.
Yes, because I can't do it. Guys, we'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.